I am the island, and I'm asking you to subscribe.
Okay, island. And Walt is not really, I don't know, I'm hoping he's alive, but Walt was in last episode.
Yes.
He's alive.
And Locke is alive.
Yay!
Yeah, I think Walt's alive too. So that's good.
Locke is alive and apparently not crippled.
Again.
Right, and he's got a few bullets too in that gun, so watch out, Benny.
Yeah, I kind of thought when he first grabbed it, and because he kept shifting his legs, I'm like, he's going to commit suicide because there's no way he can get out of there.
Well,
alive.
I think he was thinking about it.
I thought he was going to shoot up ahead so someone can come and help him.
Bang, 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 and pull a bear. No.
But with all the suicide talk about Jack, I was surprised to see Locke going for it.
Oh, I know. Well, he's desperate, you know. He just thinks he's going to die in this pit.
Yeah. You know, things are really not looking good for Ben because now his own people are questioning him because of all his lies, and now Locke survived. So now we're assuming that he's going to be able to walk. Island Walt went up to him and said, hey, you can still walk. Wants him to heal and be good. So now he's going to go to see Ben most likely, I'm assuming.
Oh, yeah.
Ben's going to have a lot of trouble because he was going to kill...
Yeah, Ben just went faster than him. He was going to kill Ben.
So I think
Ben just got him first.
I think Ben's people is going to start having lots of doubt about what is truth and what's not.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
especially with Mikhail, like I think he's going to he's already questioning it a lot.
Well, the people on the beach, the survivors on the beach are already questioning it. Like, why are we keeping these guys alive for?
Right.
You know, they killed 7 of our men.
I am happy that he did wait though, because he said hold off.
And I'm hoping that maybe Ben's strategy with that is to try to get more information, even more so from now Bernard is giving.
I just want to know what Jin told the guy in Korean.
Yeah, he probably said "screw you, you asshole" or something.
I was so sure he was going to go. I know, and him actually speaking English last time, that was sweet. Like he's really been trying.
To son, yes.
Yeah, like that was deep because it meant so much more because he was so against her learning English before, just keeping that from him, and he was so upset.
And now he's flipped it.
Yeah, now he's actually working hard to show her that he accepts her, he accepts what she's done and all that. Like, it's just really sweet. I really like that. And a lot of big things. I mean, I think this is the finale, right? So, I mean, a lot of things last time. We had Jack actually confess to Kate, I love you, like, point blank.
Just after kissing Juliet, it's like, dude, what kind of message is sending?
Juliet really kissed him. Mm-hmm. But yes, he didn't, step away either.
Mm-hmm. So
of course, Kate saw it all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I don't know. I think Juliet really does care for Jack and vice versa, but I kind of wonder because it was on display when Kate was still there, and I feel like she does things sometimes to.
Because she always has that sarcastic, snarky smile that always pisses me off. Like, what?
I
know, and that's like her surviving mechanism too, I think. But yeah, I take it as more cocky. I can't help it. I just constantly see that where she's like,
oh, I see that too, because she has that.
Yeah, like
that smirk on her face,
and she could be giving Jack some kind of, "Don't worry, we'll be fine. We'll see each other again. Here's a little kiss just to make you wonder."
Or maybe she does have feelings for him, but he doesn't have the same kind of feelings for her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, apparently he doesn't. If he told Jack, and it looked like, told Jack he loved himself.
I love me.
Yeah, you know what? Self-love is the best kind of love,
That's
right?
He told Katie he loved her. Yeah, right.
But I kind of took it as I was shocked and kind of happy that he actually confessed that to Kate because I never saw that happening because he's been so troubled in a way where he can't confess his feelings. I mean, for how long now? And then I know Sawyer also, they hooked up and everything, so he just kind of let that go. But for him to just come out with it, I kind of wonder if he got the courage to say it because in his mind he's moving on with Juliet, so he just wanted to say it's because I love you and I care about you. But he did actually move on because she's with Sawyer. You know what I mean? Like, I think he knows he's not going to have a relationship with her because she's with Sawyer.
But I think on the other hand that he knows deep down inside that Kate really loves him. She went back for him. But she's also going back for her other people too on the beach. She wants to go back to help Saeed, and she wants to know what's going on with Bernard and Jin, and that's in her blood. She has to do that. And Sawyer with Jack knowing that Sawyer didn't want her, he's like, because he wants to protect you, just like, I wanted to protect you because I love you. He's telling her, hey, he loves you too. So it's almost like in her court, she's got to decide. She's got to decide because he's only known Juliet for so long. What, 2 weeks?
They can just switch partners. I mean, it seems like Juliet's on the same wavelength as
a freaking island that you can die anytime now. So just go
Life is too short here. Yeah.
Ba-boom-ba-boom-ba.
But I am happy Juliet and Sawyer are going back. Hopefully they can actually help out our group. I think that's going to be like an important thing, because if they didn't, I think our, Jin and Saeed and Bernard would be in major trouble. So I like that they're going back. And we didn't even talk
Sawyer
about...
Sawyer also looked really perked up going back, with Juliet, because he was almost like his old self, joking
And it stinks that she lied about the guns. I mean,
yeah, because I think that was before.
But she did, though, because she was right to the way she did it, because Jack wouldn't let them go if there was no guns.
Lie. The word lie was the underlining word here in this whole last episode.
Yeah, I lied.
Everything was lied. I lied.
Yeah, Juliet lied. Ben lied. A lot of lying going on, and we didn't even talk about Jack's suicidal attempt there. I mean, he was so depressed.
At a very low point in his life.
But I'm curious as to where that falls in the present story.
I'm kind of thinking it's Kate. Like, he knew he was at the lowest point of his life, like with the others, and now he's reviving almost his relationship with her. Maybe like, okay, I'm telling you right now, I love you too. Like, here, I'm throwing you a line to save the relationship. Maybe.
So you think that whole flashback we had was because he was put in that situation because of his divorce with his wife.
Divorced with his wife. He was drinking. He went down. He
was thing with his father.
Yeah, and he was drinking a lot, and he went down to the lowest point.
Well, the whole reason why he got divorced in the first place was because
he was a workaholic.
He was a workaholic and never really.
Moved on. Yeah.
Yeah, it's never really said I love you in that way. Mm-hmm. He took advantage of, not saying it. And I think maybe that's why he was able to say that, because he didn't want to be in that same situation again.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I'm going back to my original thinking too, where I think it might be leaving it into, for Kate to respond positively or whatever she decides. But I took it as life is too short, and instead of dwelling on the bad, he confessed his feelings. He's moving on from there, being like, now you know. And Juliet, maybe because she just kissed him and then he came out with it. So I kind of took that as a motive to be like, okay, well, I'm moving on too, but I want you to know this, instead of getting so stuck on something sad and negative, because he was so upset about her and Sawyer. So I almost took that as he kind of accepted everything that happened, and now you know my feelings, and we're going to move on from here.
But that really stinks for a kind of almost boyfriend to say I love you and then I'm moving on with someone else.
I know, but
I love you, but I'm going on.
Yeah, but Sawyer's also part of the group, so I don't think he would totally just be like haha to Sawyer, and say that to her, to be, because that's.
But
kind of
he also didn't say it in front of Sawyer either.
He didn't.
He waited until he was gone.
Yeah, and the reason why I say that is because he was about to commit suicide, and once someone needed his help, then he maybe he saw it as a fate thing where he's like, oh wow, well look at that sign, but he caused the accident because his car, they couldn't see it. It was in the dark. So you think
Sawyer was the help?
So I think him, like, as a whole, he's trying to help out everyone, so he's really focused on that. So that's keeping him going, and instead of dwelling on like obsessing, which I understand why he did, like that's terrible, like going through a divorce and losing his dad and all that, but instead of just focusing just on that, he kind of embraces it and goes, okay, it's all out in the open, move on from there, kind of thing. And he's focused on saving people. And
speaking of move on from there, let's see if Charlie's going to survive.
I know, and it's kind of annoying in a way, because like we're so obsessed with that. I know we are, and that's what the show is making us be like, because we have that whole vision with Desmond, and now Desmond's down there too, and
and it doesn't look good for him. He's tied up, on an office chair. That there's water right there. The ocean's right there.
I'm just surprised that with with Mikhail down there now and knowing that Desmond's down there too, that they're just like not looking for him.
All right, so
just
let's
like
He just got out of the room though. He just got off the phone, off the radio with Ben.
Yeah, being told to kill Charlie and to kill the other two. I mean, he's got his hands full with his thoughts.
Yeah.
So, just to throw it out there, what do you think Mikhail's going to do? Do you think he is going to kill someone? That's what you were saying before, Tom. Do you think he's going to go against Ben? What do you guys think?
I think he's going to try to kill the girls first. I'm thinking the blonde.
Get rid of that damn blonde.
I mean,
well,
she's the angry one.
Yeah, she's the troublemaker. Mm-hmm. Because Charlie can't go anywhere. He's tied up. You know, the two girls, if they find out what he said, then they're going to try to stop Mikhail from doing what he was going to do.
Yeah.
So I think the most logical thing would be go after the women first if he's going to go through with it.
They're free right now. They have weapons. They're his most.
Or he might try to talk to them and try to see if he can convince them to. I don't know, because I think he's kind of questioning it right now too, because he doesn't like, who do I trust?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, two people who were told to lie to me that, you know, you weren't here, or the guy who just admitted that he lied to me and then told me to kill these two just to cover up everything else.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of questions.
There is, and I have to say, poor Hurley. Nobody wants him to help them.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you Hurley's following him down. Sawyer
I hope so. That was
Julia.
so sad. Everyone's so mean to him.
Wouldn't that be awesome if he actually did something that was epic?
Oh, I think he will. I bet you he will.
Yeah, I think he will too.
He's got it in his heart.
See, and I know there's
he's taking it very well.
I know there's not many shirts in that size, but he wears like those bright colors, and he just has that bright red shirt. And we saw other reds too, but that red shirt is just so bright, kind of like what you're wearing, Tom. You don't want to wear that in a hostile jungle, you know? No, it's a nice shirt.
He has a blue one too. He could have worn today.
Yeah, I think
if it was an apple orchard, you wouldn't be saying that.
I know that you need an apple tree or something to be like, hey, we're okay. I'm an apple. I'm an apple. So shall we get into it?
Yes.
Let's do it.
And we're watching on Amazon like we've been. 3:23. Yeah, what's he doing now?
Oh boy.
Oh, he's not even paying attention. He's going to get into another accident.
Some of the same number as before.
Yeah. Watch out!
See? He's not even fazed by it.
Cop was right there.
A cop just went by.
No one showed up. How sad.
Yeah. Terrible. Uh-oh.
Welcoming party.
Face to face? Yeah. Whoa.
Okay. You're out in the open too.
We need to talk.
I'd be looking all around like,
we don't need to talk.
What did Ben say? Can we kill him?
It's impossible to turn this equipment off. And why do you need to be here?
Because Ben told us to. We were following orders.
And you never asked why.
You never question.
Because I trust him.
You're right. You were so right. Wrong person, but yeah. I liked her.
One.
Wow.
I'm sorry, Bunny. I too am following orders.
Holy crap.
Wow, cowboy. Holy crap. Uh-oh. Kate's like, I have to go pee.
I'd be like getting low to the ground or something.
Just a moment of your time.
Oh, Kate's coming from behind.
Two sets of tracks, his and hers.
Wow, she's a good tracker.
5 minutes.
Get the radio.
I'm sorry, sir. There are no more refills left on this prescription.
I'm a doctor, so get me more.
That's a mistake.
Uh-oh.
You're the hero.
I'm not a hero.
Yeah,
He's
we
gonna lose it.
saw it on TV. Hey, lady, what's wrong with you? Just give this guy whatever he needs. You know what he did?
Well, I'm sure somebody in the office.
Oh, don't break down. Don't do it. They'll call the cops. Oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
The one who parachuted onto the island from a helicopter?
Mm-hmm. Oh.
She's not who she's saying.
Oh, no. I was always thinking that.
She's one of the bad guys.
A bigger bad
I almost
guy?
forgot. You're the good guys. You will turn around and go back to your people. I'm not going anywhere.
Oh, you can't trust anyone.
Thank you.
He should have control of it.
Tom, unless you hear my voice, in 1 minute, shoot all 3 of them.
Son of a gun. See, you should have kept the freaking radio.
Crap, but something's gonna happen to the freaking walkie-talkie.
I'm getting them all off the island. All of them. Let me ask you something, Jack.
No, Jack.
What is it that you so desperately want to get back to?
None of
No,
your
no,
business.
No!
No! Son of a bitch, no!
No, it's a bluff.
Locke's gonna come out of the woods.
Holy crap.
We're coming after you.
And then I'm gonna come find you. And I'm gonna kill you.
It would appear that your glorious leader, Ben, put him up to it. You son of an idiot.
4, 5.
What?
5,
5, 4.
Is that a code?
Oh, all the numbers.
Start from the beginning, buddy.
Good vibrations.
Come on, you're a musician.
Appreciate that. It was programmed by a musician.
Oh, so it was meant to be him.
All right, but just say it out loud about Naomi. Oh, she sees her daughter.
This is your mother.
This comes right out with it. What? I'm just gonna take a little nap here.
This really hurts.
That's
her first words to her. Yeah. 2 widows, just like that.
You gotta tell her.
What happened?
Must have been pretty bad for you to do that to him.
He executed.
Kill him. We can't tell Rose. Or son, not yet. We gotta keep moving, I promise, Saeed.
Tell him about Naomi.
We keep moving. And then I'll kill him.
Yeah, he's gonna escape.
He really should say, ooh.
We should have killed him.
Oh, good.
Oh,
Good.
jeez.
And all we've got, James, are 2 people and no guns.
She's gonna think she can trick them.
Hey, Hurley!
Oh, right.
I'm help.
Bulletproof
He's
vest.
too lucky. Everyone else is
I'll
unlucky.
hold
Like
this
him.
shot.
He's unlucky.
Ooh, underneath.
Saeed's gonna do it. He's gonna take it. Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Look at how epic he is.
He just like
He's
takes his
freaking
head off.
Oh.
Wow. Okay.
Stay right there, Tom.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh.
I didn't believe him.
Can't believe anybody. Everyone's lying. Whew.
Wow, he is so different now.
He's stealing drugs.
Oxycodone?
Flippin'. What are you doing, Jack?
What are you doing, Dr. Shepard?
I was just,
Is that the same doc?
just checking the
Patient?
Arlen charts. So you don't know much about.
I know enough.
Huh.
But let's just
It's almost
walk
acting like
anywhere
his
You got
father
something
was
to say
with
to
him.
me. Say it to me. Right here.
and entirely lucid.
Wow.
It's great.
But then she described the series of events that caused her.
Oh.
Do you have any idea
He's gonna
gonna pass
crash.
I've been through?
Uh-oh.
Come on.
I'm trying.
Attention others. Come in others. If we know that we got you back.
I saved them.
He's drinking a beer.
You're okay, Juliet? Everyone's fine. Yeah, dude, I told you. I saved them all.
Yay! What relief.
I got
Some good news.
Until you, like, you know, phone home.
Phone home.
There's no sign.
He
Maybe that
knows.
canoe will wipe back. Will like float back.
Wow.
Any flashes? No, nothing.
Oh God. Hope it's not the end of the road for those two.
What if she gave him the wrong code?
The
Say good
self-destruct.
vibrations.
Self-destruct code. Holy crap! Really? But
Uh-oh.
It's unjamming.
so
Now
much
it's
for
gonna-
fate.
Is it Penny?
I think it might
Get
be.
Des. Get Des.
Like 815.
Des.
Yeah, I know. He's so close.
Desmond.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yes. You can't trust
Oh
her.
crap! Do you have a radio to tell Jack? Where is
Oh,
he?
it's freaking.
Oh no! It's the guy that
He
never
survives
dies.
everything.
Oh no!
He has a grenade.
Oh, grenade.
Grenade! Penny!
He saw Penny too.
He's gonna save him because
No, he's gonna blow up with it. Oh my God, he blew up with
Oh.
it. Well, they
what
said
about
it would still
Desi?
work, right? No, not the.
he's
They're gonna end it right there, aren't they?
No.
Oh, I hate this. This is
Oh, he's gonna write down something on his hand.
Penny, not Penny's
Penny's
boat. Holy crap!
Oh, he's so
No.
calm. No. Oh, come on. Is he really gonna die here?
How terrible!
Oh, I hate this. He can't even try to swim out.
What's the matter?
I don't know. I think he's just a bit scared.
I could bring in
Oh,
some bad
shit.
people.
Trousseau's message is still blocking the signal.
What does the matter?
I don't think Ben truly knows what's going to happen.
It really sticks out.
Now our group on the beach has to help them.
All right, do it.
What's
I
wrong
hope
now?
she's a good girl.
It's a mistake. The mistake was listening to you.
I don't know.
I want him something happen to him. Is something gonna happen to her?
She's getting like vaporized or something.
I know. What happened?
Who killed her? Wow.
What?
What did you do? What I had to.
Holy crap! He's gonna
get it. He's gonna break that phone.
Do what you need.
That's for stealing my kid. Yeah, but you can go far, far away.
Look, it's
Kill you.
I
If
live
I
him.
have to.
Yes, look.
What's gonna? He's gonna say it.
Who is this?
Who's this? I asked you first.
You found her? Where is she?
He's murdered.
I'm one of the
She's dead
survivors
now.
of Oceanic Flight 815.
But he's not happy, so
It's either his jig is up or they were worse than him.
It's me. Whoa, wait, don't hang up, please.
A forward?
Still pulling people out of burning wreckage, huh?
Old habits.
This is the future?
Yeah.
well, it looks like they're so young here, though.
Maybe this is the future.
Yeah.
You'd go to the funeral.
If the helicopter rescues him.
Been flying a lot.
What?
Golden pass that they gave us. I've been using it
Why?
because I want it to crash, Kate. And I pray that I can get back.
Oh my god.
I'm sick of lying.
I have to go. He's gonna be wondering where I am.
We're not supposed to leave.
Oh, this is how he's gonna end
Go
it.
back.
She needs to go to Middle Earth.
Would that make John Legolas?
We have to go back.
I thought her car just took off.
What? Hey, why
It
not?
almost like the same car she had with her ex-boyfriend Tom.
Yeah. That was so sad. I mean, what a shock. I didn't expect that.
Man.
So all those flashbacks were actual flash forwards of what he was
Flash
going to be like. So we only saw his past before. So we just thought it was that. But then it seemed
I want to know what happened to cause him to be like that.
Probably he just, first off, he was going there initially to get his father's body. He has this big crash. You know, his life was, you know, a wreck prior to that with his ex-wife, you know, just getting divorced. I mean, he had so much stuff going on. You know, he just, you know, he's an alcoholic. He's a drug addict now.
Whose funeral was that he attended that no one showed up to?
I don't know. We couldn't see, like, the obituary. It was just
Right, I thought
far
I was
enough
kind
where
of
I
lost there
just couldn't
too.
see it.
And
Well,
I
that's
kind
the
of
show.
thought that was following up with his father or something because of the plane crash. But then he was rescued, and that was a long time after. So unless they were doing that last minute to, I don't know. I don't know why. I'm glad we're all at a loss for that.
Maybe it was an obituary, like they were going to have a celebration of life of sorts for his father. But there was an open it was a viewing, so there was a body there.
Yeah, there's a body.
But it was an open
viewing
viewing
on the island.
But no one came, so the funeral director said, "I can open it for you." So there was somebody's
in there.
So did they recover his father's body?
Unless
it was
supposed to be Charlie or something, but I doubt they got his body. They probably just left it there.
Yeah, and people would be there for Charlie.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't even his wife wouldn't be there? Like nobody came, and he was the former chief of surgery at the hospital.
I don't think it was his father.
I don't think it was his father. So who was that?
I wonder if maybe it was Ben, and he finally believed Ben that he was supposed to be there, and everybody else was like,
maybe.
Why am I supposed to be there? Why would I go to it?
Maybe. There could have been a subtle thing that we missed too that showed it, but I didn't see anything.
Or maybe we have to see more flash forwards to see.
You saw the article for a brief second. I mean, if I had more time to look at it, you might be able to read something.
I was trying to read it. I couldn't read
see
anything.
it too. I saw when the stewardess gave him the newspaper instead of another drink, he threw it next to the seat next to him, but I couldn't see far enough, like which article to look at.
And then when he called, when he was on the bridge and he was crying, we don't know who he called, and he goes...
It must have been Kate.
Yeah, and he goes, hey, I just read, and started crying. So it was someone close to them that didn't have... Someone on the island, but didn't have a lot of friends. So it could have been Ben. Maybe he did believe Ben after that, like you said. So that could have been Ben.
I don't think it'd be Sawyer.
I don't think it would be Sawyer.
I don't think it would be. He would have people there. Like, the people on the island do care about him.
It would have been.
Well, she also mentioned, I have to go because he'll be expecting me.
Yeah.
So I don't know if she meant.
Is that Sawyer?
Yeah, who's that?
I'm guessing that's.
But it's
Sawyer.
somebody they both know. Yeah. Sounds like.
It sounds like
or if we see flash forwards going forward, we'll see her new. It could be a new love interest that she has.
Maybe
someone new. It looks like they had history after, and they broke up. And now he's really drinking, or now he's really going to drugs.
It's so sad, and even Locke knew. He's like, you don't want to do this. You don't want to leave the island. So he even is more in tune with that.
I just wish they explained why. Give him a reason why.
How does he even know this? Because they just know each other's past so well that you know that you can't change. And I don't know, but it's really sad because look at Jack. If that is a true future... I mean, he needs to be on the island because he's a good leader. He's more himself and healthy and caring, and then when he goes back to normalcy, like he's abusive with.
Back to nobody.
Well, I think he just really needs therapy. He's a physician. He refuses to. He's not getting therapy, and I think
it could be like a PTSD thing too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what did Walt say to John in order for John to come up to the group? I mean, Walt, maybe his vision kept encouraging him and telling him things that he needed to know in order to get up to Jack and point a gun at him and say he was going to kill him if he called out to the radio.
I mean, Locke killed a person, stabbed a person, threw a knife in her back.
Yeah,
like, no questions asked to stop the signal or the connection. Like, that's insane. He almost killed Jack over. He didn't want to, and he didn't, but he came really close to it.
The only thing that puzzles me is like if he really didn't want that call to go through, why didn't he just shoot the phone?
Right.
It's smaller.
Well,
yeah, and he was a good shot though. It was on the ground for a little bit.
Yeah, he could have aimed and just or walked up to it and shot it.
It's more dramatic killing a person over it, to really show.
Yeah, and for Ben to just keep saying it,
dedicated.
Yeah, and for him not to shoot Ben right off the bat. I mean, first off, right to that tree there. Get rid of Ben because he's the one who, ultimately tried to kill him or, thought he killed him.
You know what I thought was going to happen? I thought once that signal went out and connected with an outside line, I thought it was going to trigger that smoke monster and it was just going to kill a lot of people out in the open and go to Ben first or something. Or Jacob was going to awaken and we were going to learn more about the mysterious islands. But no, I mean, it's all about faith again where... People want to stay, Ben and Locke want to stay on the island.
And the island pretty much wants them to stay on the island. They don't want Naomi's group, whether they're good or bad, whether Ben was lying or not.
Because Penny wasn't even aware of that, so
Penny had no idea. Now, Penny's dad has a lot of money, and he doesn't like Desmond, but to go this far is like pretty crazy.
Yeah, he spent all that money.
Yeah.
Or knew who she was, so yeah, it's all really bizarre.
And poor Desmond, to see her face on that screen, and then Charlie just to shut the door.
I'm so upset at that.
But Charlie was so happy to finish that. For his friends.
Yeah, and he was brave all the way through. Like, he just accepted it, and he had such a, I don't know, I don't want to say adorable look, but
he was just peaceful. He was at peace. He was happy to finish what he needed to do. Oh my God. Yeah. And Mikkel, the freaking guy never dies.
He freaking got stabbed. He just got blown up. I mean, that looks kind of final, but who knows at this point? His brain was melted, blood squirting. I mean, wasn't that bad?
He lost an eye. He's been shot in the chest. He's been blown up in the water. It's like
yeah, and I guess like the gate or that electric fence thing wasn't as lethal, but he was bleeding through the ears, like he was full on spraying and seizuring. I'm like, wow, and then him getting stabbed.
I know, I'd be like, it's time for me to retire at this point.
He blew up this time, so I'm guessing that's final. But I was kind of hoping Charlie could change his fate where he could react fast enough to get through the door and shut it and lock it from the outside, but it's only from the inside, right? So he had no choice but to lock it. then and save Desmond.
I don't know. I think, yeah, that's true. Lock it from the inside, yeah.
Because I don't think there was
you
a way
can't
to lock
shut
it
it though. Just shut it.
Yeah, and just the pressure alone. But then it might be ajar or something like that with the pressure of the water, and it just will get through. Because you can't.
I know,
pull it. But yeah, I know.
I hope that they could have just shut it and then go down the water and just leave as they came in.
And I kind of had a moment too, like we were saying, because to go in that big pool to go down and back up is
much
more
harder.
Distance, right? So I was like,
pressure.
well, if he goes all the way to the top of this room and just waits till it fills up and then go through that little, I don't know if you can fit through that hole and just go through that. It blew up, but I don't think that whole area just blew up. I think it was just the glass out of that porthole.
Yeah, because that glass is pretty thick, so it's probably just a glass that blew up.
Yeah, so I wish he could have just swam out of there because it's probably a short distance.
If I was planning, if I knew that I was going to drown, if my destiny was to drown, and I was going to go do the code,
scuba gear.
I put that scuba gear on before I even started doing that.
Yeah.
It's like, wait a minute. It's like, I don't know what this thing's going to do.
You
I mean, even if
take care of that, I'll go
interfere.
do this. Well, if you do the code, it's going to happen immediately.
Yeah.
So go get your scuba gear on first.
Unless, even Desmond said there's plenty of gear or something down there. Because I was going to say, okay, well, if they just said there's 2 down here, because the 2 women were down there, and Desmond grabbed one and realized one was missing because Mikhail had the other one, then it would make more sense. But yeah, I really wish they were just busying and trying to get it done fast. But yeah, it was just
too much tunnel vision. They had so much thought into getting down there with the weight belt. Everything was well thought out, but they should have put that scuba gear on. Gosh darn it!
I can't believe he's gone. I don't know why. Like, I'm still numb about it because I really like Charlie a lot. And all the way to the end, he was so brave. And I'm just thinking, maybe because Mikhail keeps coming back, and I know things happen where, he survived in a very rare way. But I kind of hope Charlie will come back. But no, I think that's it. That's it for him.
I mean, there's really no way Desmond can get to him unless he goes outside and into the porthole. But
and then how can he really? If he can,
and all he could do is just put hand to hand.
And luckily he wrote on his hand, like he just...
Not Penny's boat.
Didn't freak out at all. He just stayed focused and needed to get that out, and Desmond was able to see Penny.
Yeah.
Hopefully Desmond can get up to the surface and to Jack's group before the chopper comes in.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
This is horrible.
So heartbreaking.
And this is why John, whatever... I'm thinking maybe Walt's vision said something to him.
Yeah.
This mission must stop. No matter whatever cost, at the very least.
He might not know, because a lot of times, Locke does this stuff. Yeah, he does this stuff just trusting what the island wants him to do, not knowing what the outcome's going to be until later.
Because he keeps getting gifts from the island, like
he
can walk again. He's healed, right? I didn't pay attention to see if he had blood in his shirt still.
He was walking. He was standing.
Because he knows that every time he's gone against what the island wants, he's been, something bad has happened to him.
And then he lost the feeling in his legs, and couldn't hear.
Right, so he might just be doing what it's telling him to do because he's learning to trust it and not knowing what the outcome's going to be.
I mean, look at Boone.
Yeah.
He's willing to take those risks for other people's lives because he thinks it's right, So it's pretty dangerous. And
and
Jack and Locke are very separated now,
They are, but I have to say, Hurley is awesome.
He is.
That
was wonderful.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I love that boy. He just.
Thank goodness he didn't get shot.
I'm so glad he wasn't like, ho hum, I'm going back up with the gang.
I knew he wasn't.
I know what I can do.
We were hoping.
Well, from when Charlie and Desmond kind of, told him no, and he kind of walked away, and I could tell he was thinking about something.
Yeah.
He's
Poor
like,
guy.
no,
He's
I'm going to do something. I don't care.
I love how he was on the walkie-talkie saying, like, we saved him, and thank God. I mean, that was huge that the 3 survived. That Saeed, Jin,
so
and Bernard
happy.
Survived. That is
the
wonderful.
ladies were so thrilled.
You shouldn't have shot into the sand. Good job, guys.
Yes.
But Tom, Sawyer had no, he didn't even hesitate really. He just
no remorse.
Shot him. Yeah. So he changed. I mean, he killed his enemy before. Like, that was the revenge he wanted to get. And now that he did it, he's different. He's even calling Kate her actual name.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
he has a more serious tone now. I mean,
yeah.
He's still Sawyer, but I think he's
reverting back to his normal name.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, I think he's taken more to heart, what life is meaning to him.
Mm-hmm.
He's got someone to care for, to care about, and he's not taking any more chances with these assholes that are trying to kill him.
Mm-hmm.
So the best thing to do is just to stop the threat.
Yeah, and protect my people, protect my family, his new family.
Because if we keep him alive, if he gets out again, then it's going to be, worse off.
It is, but I did. He was like one of my favorite. Juliet and Tom were my favorite others.
I did feel bad for Tom. I did kind of like him too.
He was just like, okay. Right from the beginning, even with Kate, it was kind of weird when she was in the shower scene with him. And he's like, no, you're not my type. And just take that. He just did whatever he was supposed to be doing for the group,
See, I'm wondering if all those people are on the island the same way as Juliet is. They were kind of forced to be there.
Yeah.
They're taken away with promises, and then kind of just now they're stuck on this island.
Yeah, and they all want to get off, and Ben's been lying to them because he can't get off.
Even his daughter, Alex,
what a reunion with her and Danielle. Let's tie him up, right? That was the quote.
Yeah, that was her first thing to say
I
to her daughter.
I expected more of a little breakdown from Danielle, but she didn't.
She's tough though, and she's been through a whole lot. She spent
but she's shown her desperation for finding her.
I know.
And we saw how much it meant to her at the beginning when we first met her.
You want her to be like a wild woman? just climbing all over her. And then fall to the ground.
Leave my baby alone.
I think it was a good moment. But yeah, I know, I wasn't sure what to expect, but it was a very calm and happy moment. And I'm happy they were able to have that. That was
It was really great. Sweet. And I loved the spot when she just clocked Ben right in the
when he starts talking, he's just
I know.
Shut the hell up.
Stop it.
We've talked enough.
Mm-hmm. Was a very good finale. I'm so sad about Charlie. I mean,
yes, Charlie.
When they find out,
sweetheart,
it's gonna be so
poor Claire.
When Claire finds out, it's going to be horrible.
Yeah, it's going to be really sad.
And I think and Hurley knew, and Hurley was really trying to keep it from her. Like, he'll be okay.
They're probably paddling back.
Yeah.
You know what's good too, though. Desmond knows, he witnessed it, and he knows. So when he goes back, he can tell them instead of them constantly guessing and trying to send people to find him there. So at least they have that, and he was able to warn them, not Penny's boat, and there's still that mystery with Naomi. And now we won't know because she was stabbed, and they Jack connected with her group, and they're all, hey, yeah, we'll get you, no problem. Who knows what they're like?
I know it because he seems the guy on the other radio seemed very, professional. Like, you'd hear a Coast Guard say, we'll be there, we're going to come and get you. We're going to help you. We're going to, save you. And they could be just part of,
Maybe this is not how they get rescued. Maybe it's someone else. Because I'm assuming maybe now that they do get rescued by these guys.
Maybe by Penny.
Because of the flash forwards.
Because Penny knows about Charlie. And she knows that Desmond's there. Maybe Penny's resources will get these Naomi people. If Naomi
now she knows Desmond, and she probably saw him. He saw her, but I don't know. I think she was like, because she was excited to hear his name, but I don't know if she actually saw him when he was running up.
No, but she knows through Charlie that Desmond was there.
No, exactly. But that would be so cool because that's an extra motivator. Because you hear Desmond, there could be another Desmond. I don't know, but I hope she did kind of see him through.
But also, she also hired those submarine guys or whatever, episodes back, to go searching. What we're thinking is him, right? So maybe she'll have the resources to try to locate or at least get this freighter.
I'm just curious as to who Naomi's group is really working for. I mean, apparently Ben doesn't want them.
And she's lying.
So,
it must be an enemy of Ben. Or Ben is lying again, and it's really the real deal, and he just doesn't want to be caught, and he'll go to jail forever because he's done so many bad things on this island.
I can't even picture them on normal land now,
I know. Civilized world. Can you imagine?
Maybe that's what happened with Jack. They couldn't find themselves to fit back in with civilization. That's why he broke down so much.
Yeah. That was a lot. I mean, they've been through freaking hell. I mean, insane stuff. I don't really put it past him to have some, trouble when he returns. So.
Yeah.
But that much trouble to almost take his life. I mean, that seems we're missing some things that are supposed to happen after.
Yeah, and it seems like he did get close to Kate, and something happened with that, and now
see, that makes me wonder though, because they all in that, whatever you want to call it, the future forward.
Yeah.
It's the flash forward. That's it. They all survived and they all did get rescued. So maybe these people are good people. It's just, it's not the way the island just wants it to happen.
Yeah.
Or there's a few extra steps that need to happen before they can get rescued, and they haven't happened yet.
Yeah. I mean, I'm assuming that is like reality in the future. At first I was thinking, well, maybe once we saw Kate, and I thought it was like, maybe they met before, they didn't realize it, their memories were erased. I had a moment where I'm like, wait, what? You know, but you know, maybe he's having a vision, or the island's implanting these in Jack that we haven't seen him dream about yet.
Oh,
maybe
boy.
He's dreaming about it, and now being like, this is why you want to stay, because it's going to be bad if you go back. But I don't think that's it, because we didn't have any hint of that. You know, they're actually showing us like a normal flashback. That, you know, it's going to happen that way. But even so, what about everyone else? I mean, your life might suck, but it might help so many other people.
Right,
You have
like
a lot of
Bernard
people
and
with you.
Rose might be just happily married, you know.
Well, Kate seemed to be getting by. Kate seemed to be getting by pretty good. She seemed to be okay.
She seemed like she was
sad.
But, you know, she
was sad for Jack.
If she goes back, she has to pay for what she did.
I know, she has to go under another alias again or something.
Yeah, right. She'll go under something
because they're all
else.
dead. She might just change her name. Yeah. And not actually give them her name. Like maybe someone who died on the island already, like say that name. Or I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
Right.
You know, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, this was a very good finale. I'm so sad about, I mean, I feel bad for Naomi too. That was horrible. But Charlie, he's so brave to the last second.
You.
Oh my God. Like
well, I think he felt relief that he went knowing that he did something good instead of just being struck by lightning or you know, something just accidental.
Something very good for his group.
That's good.
Family.
And maybe that was the island actually trying to get rid of Charlie because it knew he was the one to send out the signal. Maybe, and I don't know why Desmond would have those connections to actually see his death beforehand to fight the island. So maybe the island will be against Desmond too, because he has that power to manipulate the island's wishes.
Right, or his life might be gone now because he has, in the island's view, no purpose because Charlie's gone now. So okay,
he fulfilled his purpose.
We don't need you now. Yeah.
I think he'll be having a new purpose. I mean, Locke always fulfilled his purpose, and then he'd get a new one.
Desmond's magnificent. He's a strong person to have in our group too. I hope nothing happens to him. And he knows about the scuba gear, so he's going to just put it on and take off, I'm sure. Yeah. But he has to deal with Mikhail.
I wish they could bring. They have more things to worry about, but I wish they could. I wish they could carry some more gear up too, so that way, if they need to do like deep sea fishing or get something out of the water, or if someone's drowning, they
never know.
Let's put on all this heavy gear. I don't know how long it takes.
Well,
I found a new base.
Yeah.
Well, that base isn't fully sunk; just that one control room got sunk.
Right.
So I mean, if it's still operational overall, they could use it as like a storage facility to keep it away from the others. And just have the scuba gear so people can go down and get their supplies.
Yeah, but the others know about it.
They do,
now
but
with Ben with the lie being out. I don't know.
10 of his top men are dead, so
yeah, they are.
It's crazy, huh?
Yeah.
And he's roped to a tree.
Mm-hmm. So what did we learn from this episode?
Tell people you love them right away.
Zombieland double tap or triple tap in this case.
Double tap.
Triple tap.
Make sure you're asking the right
Go for the
people.
brain.
Always look for Twinkies.
Yeah. I love that movie so much, both movies. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you very soon as always. Bye. Guys.